Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Stay on the ground, rolls again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Alert! Blue 15! Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 95.
First down, this is Rawls. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The play clock's running down. Out of the pistol, it's Rawls. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Curse. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Gotta go, in and out. Twit. Watch the twit. Big jumbo.
They give it to Rawls. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. another play. Rolls. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Second-year man from South Dakota State is Zach Zetter. And his first carry, he loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. His way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Check 50, check 50. Hey. Go work. Free down.
On the ground, Rolls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rolls, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Walsh.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play action. It's gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
34, eyes on 34. Cut, 380. Push formation, play easy. Come on, boys, come on. Shift. Cut it. 18.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw it for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a Dr. Davis. Thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On the run, it's center. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now it's Goff off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
We're at 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
By 20. Hey, check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up over there.
Here's Goff. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here on first down. Dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Check. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Easy. Check 31. Watch out.
A running play for Rolls. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Run, go! Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy. Punch it. Zero. Out.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Center. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Goff.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete outright to Kurz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. And an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Deshaun Kaiser with 2 first-half touchdown passes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just needed.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run here with Zinner. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Gone.
Play me next, you getting called out by a 1-4-year-old. Play me head-to-head, you don't want no smoke. Yo, best you in the best God sauce 1-2.
Yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into... These are the kind of throws you got to hit. Just wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Mike 54, here we go.
On the carry, this is Zinner. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. Going up top for Cup. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run with Rawls. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mark Barron in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
That's how we do the play.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara. The Cardinals add on to their lead. They just scored. Deshaun Kaiser, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. They go play action with Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And out of a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throw left side, completes a cup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down following the run.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. What? 20.
Now gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go again now with Zenner. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now Goff on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Goff now to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. I don't don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The toss right to Rawls. There goes Thomas Rawls. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
3 down.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
3 down, 3 down. Dot. Block 20. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium.